What's up, guys? CastnBlast back, and I'm here with another war recap in the Minor League Clan Wars. We're looking at AZ Wildcats versus WarBears. This is a semifinals. Winner goes to the championship. AZ Wildcats, my clan. We never done league play, and what a war, coming down literally to the last minutes. I mean, literally, if we look at the war log, last seconds, 1 minute left, 1 minute left, 7 minutes left, 8 minutes left, 11 minutes left, the last minutes of attacks. And it literally came down to dip fails, and that dip fails win wars or lose wars. Unfortunately, WarBears, great opponents, and both sides brought out the big guns, brought out the war bases. As you can see, our Town Hall 10s just survived a little bit more than their Town Hall 10s. I think they had one better Town Hall 9 hit ratio. You can take a look at some defenses, 4 defenses, 3 defenses, 3 defenses, and our Town Hall 10s just had more defenses, 4 defenses at Town Hall 10. So we had just a higher rated defenses. They're C and B with 4 defenses, which always helps if a Town Hall 9 can get defenses. And all these bases were streamed live on multiple channels, so I'm not really worried about burning bases like some other salty clans have said. But we take a look at a Town Hall 10 hit, and this base, I had to actually drew up this attack plan. This is literally something I was practicing, and I had just failed on it. Just failed because I didn't consider some mines on the outside. Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11. If we take a look at kind of my hit, I had this thing going in. This was a perfect game plan, and I couldn't get it. So I had put a baby drag out there. I got hit by a black bomb. Baby drags were supposed to clear out here and clear out here. That would have got me 7% and another 10% over here. And then I was going to wall break and destroy the base and basically take out this whole half. So I could have got anywhere from a 52 to even a 65% is what I had estimated on the buildings pre-plan. But those black bombs, I just... bam, right there and up top had hit my baby drags. I had to spend all 4 baby drags when I was only planning on spending 2 to 3 baby drags up top and walking away with a higher percentage. And then I had planned on go ahead and raging a golem. So golem and bowlers, going heavy on bowlers actually, because I knew everything was going to target when my golem sits outside of the mortar, target on my bowlers. So I was already planning on losing a lot of bowlers, but right here I wanted to throw a baby drag back end and clear out this section. And then I was going to bowler the rest down to 1 bowler and 1 golem basically, and then take my CC bowlers and troops into the town hall. I knew that was a guaranteed town hall, and if I just hadn't have lost my baby drags, that would have been a guaranteed percentage. And what you'll see without those baby drags is I lost it. So I had to wall break the wall breakers, or rage the wall breakers, because there's going to be traps there. You get your golems on the inside, you rage your troops, freeze. I froze the eagle and the Inferno and the CC through an earthquake. So I knew I was getting the town hall down, and I just fell short on that percentage. So I went over, and Noob's like, hey, Cast, I got an attack. What do you got? I go, do my same attack, man. Do my same attack and bring minions for those corners. Minions don't set off black bombs. They'll set off the red ones, but bring extra ones. Plan on losing them and then throwing minions. Get that percentage. So he throws minions on the outside. He's getting a small percent here and there. He cleared out those red bombs. And then once you clear it out, he didn't need it on the south because that's going to be taking care of the golem and the bowlers. But you got to get it on the north, east, and west side. And then I said, bring 2 loons in and clear out black bombs for a baby drag. It looks like he brought 1 loon in, clears out that black bomb, and brings in the baby drag, collect a few more percent, bring the golem, rages his bowlers to take out that percentage. And I meant for him to keep baby drags because you still need to clear out a few more % over there, but he didn't. Other thing, you always got to know corners you're going to wall break. No matter what town hall, people at high levels are going to stick small bombs out there. They're going to do it. And you got to know that going in. So you got to bring a test wall breaker or raid your wall breakers. And you have to do it. You have to do it at this type of level of play. And these guys are high level players. So he does it right. He throws his wall breaker in first, and then he instantly sets more, guys. If you're going to do it, throw a wall breaker and give it like a 5 count. Give it a 5 count, see what happens, let it die, and then throw your wall breakers, or just rage. Rage right there like I did. He didn't do that, and he lost all his wall breakers. And I was watching this live, and I go, game over. He didn't break that wall. Game over. Why didn't he rage his wall breakers? Because he's raging his troops anyways. So he throws the jump that's meant for the town hall in, and I was just shaking my head in despair. But it's going to get it. It's gonna do it. So wall breaks in and the queen takes a walk. It's so many things going on wrong. But those CC bowlers and all the bowlers left over, they aggro in on the enemy CC, where I threw the freeze and the earthquake and the poison. And killing that, they destroy the town hall, and he picks up the percentage. So many things. If you make the right plan, and even if those things go wrong, guys, with the right plan, you got to have backups for your backups, like I always say. If something goes wrong, there's got to be something covering your mistakes, and he does it, and he grabs that 2-star. And unfortunately, we just weren't quick enough on the 2 stars on the other Town Hall 11s, but we had some good dips. You know, whether it be some dragons, loons, some hogs, some miners, our dips came through. You know, he secured right there. Sir Torres secured the win for us on his dip, and dips matter. Penguin coming in, Matt. Man, he had some good looking attacks that almost hit it. That miner really almost got the 3-star. But what I want to feature, man, he is so versatile. I showed some of his air attacks, but literally this attack, we told him, hey, secure the 2-star, but go for the 3, man. You know, we opened the gates to him. You go for the 3. You got our trust, but at least secure the 2-star. And he does a healer golem right here. Healer golem. Man, this guy is always thinking something new. I love just watching his attacks, you know, no matter what it would be. And I was watching this streamed by Clickstar. If you guys haven't followed him, follow him. He streamed for the WarBears for a long time. Great guy. So Clickstar on Twitch. Big shout out. Thanks for all the love streaming this war. Make sure you drop that guy a follow. But even he was like, oh, this has got to be just going for, you know, that guaranteed 2-star. This is a safety attack. But with Matt comes no safety attacks. He's going for the 3 every time, guys. I asked him earlier in this war, I go, what's the plan, man? And he goes, 3-star city every time. I like that attitude. 3-star city, let's take it. So he wanted to get his bowlers and you know, get those jumps in and just gut the middle and use that P.E.K.K.A. to kind of chop through some hero action. And he kind of fell short. You know, he didn't get the scouts that we normally try to get him, and that's needed for a definite 3-star. So he went in kind of blind with no scouts and still tried to pull out these 3-star attacks. But those guaranteed 2-star hits from him that could definitely transmit into a 3-star, which would have been nice, was a good thing for the clan. So getting that percentage and getting that hit, man, this could have worked out. He ran into some traps and just fell short at that 90%, not clearing a couple of those outside defenses. So those dips matter. Dips matter. We had a lot of witch attacks on both sides, whether it was witch slap or go wee wee. You saw a lot of it. And you know, I know pre-plan, both clans scout out the other clan, try to figure out what they're good at, see what they missed. And I guess there was a rumor going around that we did witches, so they built a lot of anti-witch bases. And I said before, war guys, you know, hey, they might come in anti-witch, so let's look at some more hog attacks, some more air attacks, and go in. But those witch attacks, it doesn't matter if you build anti-witch bases, as we'll see here. This guy's got bombs on the outside. A lot of places, you know, very anti-witch. But witches are so strong. That's the Town Hall 9 thing. If you look at breakdowns right now, Town Hall 9 averages, I think, 63-star ratio on first hits. Town Hall 10 is very in the dumps, somewhere around 11% 3-star ratio. And Town Hall 11 is a little bit higher, I think, at 16% 3-star ratio. So it's interesting looking at those 3-star ratios at certain Town Hall levels. You know, but witches account for a lot of them. When I took a look at a lot of these league play all-stars, people that hit a high rate 3-star percentage, you saw a lot of witch users. So for you new guys, I don't preach witches a lot. I am not a witch user, as we all know. You know, I prefer a nice planned strategic attack, and that's fun for me. Strategic attacks are always fun. Doesn't matter how much plan you got to go into it. But witch attacks are just strong at Town Hall 9. There's not a lot of defenses to take them out. And as you'll see, a beautiful 3-star attack over and over again. You know, you see more go wee wee in the mix. And mixing it up is always important. And then the all-important multi-mix type of air attack. So we had a couple players who took the heat of a vice and plan this out. We got some very good mix attack players in the mix. You know, whether it's ground, whether it's air, queen walk type scenario. So what we're seeing from Bond here is a very beautiful queen walk attack planned out by one of our other players. So a very good attack using those scouts and bringing your minds together. You know, big ups to Wildcats. I know this war, I have never seen as many people active in clan chat the last 24 hours in our clan as this war. You know, league semifinals, pretty exciting, and it was good to see, you know, refreshing. If your clan, you know, is looking for something new, like I said, guys, this is our first season ever. Never applied, never even thought about it, but we needed something fresh. We're tired of engineer accounts. We're tired of engineer wars. Needed something to truly test our skills against even opponents and to see if we are what our stats say they are. You know, if you look at AZ Wildcats, you know, 400 plus war wins, 500 plus war wins, whatever, you know, we got to see if that rank is actually worthwhile. And so we decided to take a shot at League War and see if we could match up against really competitive people. And whether luck be with us, it is what it is. We face great people, you know, and going to the finals, I got to give it up to this league and these clans we're playing. I have never faced these heart of bases and seen so many good attackers as I've seen in this last year. So big shout out, especially to WarBears, man. They put our skills to their test. Their bases, I pulled more hair out this last day than I think I've ever seen in my life. So big shout out to the WarBears, great opponents, and good sportsmen talking to us the whole time. And that's what you get out of these league play. So if your clan's looking for something new, I highly suggest checking out the minor league. Give them a shot. Try out, check out their website, add them on Twitter, get in their Discord. Even if you're a player that's just looking for a clan to join that does league play, you can go into the recruitments and start doing league play. So good mixed attack, queen walk there. Bond always coming with something fresh, and bam, what do we got? All air, right? So this clan, we tested this out. It had a hound in the CC. They're like, Cast, hit it with queen pop. I already had another base in mind that I giantly just got my nerves wrecked this war. But I was like, I got another base in mind. So Bond comes with a little mix on it. Takes out the lightning since there's a very close air defenses. and just goes heroes and a lot of spells and loons. The power of air is always amazing. So big shout out to Bond and all the guys helping him with the plans this war. Coming together. As you see, the heroes take out that south portion. They get 1 air defense, which you would want 2 spells for. So once 1 air defense is got in that major bottom portion, getting that splash defense, you don't need to worry about the hound, and he does the right thing, letting the queen get down and not kill that hound, right? So otherwise, the hound's not going to attack air, and he's going to use a lot of haste, and then heals over any big portion of splash. So haste comes in, those blowers are all facing up, and he's using a skelly and any hounds that pop to kill off that queen, as we'll see coming up. So the queen's focusing, he drops that skelly spell, the hounds pop, so you got a lot of little pups focusing on her, and boom, they go to work. The loons haste to the far section. He's got a whole parade of loons left. He's got minis that he can start throwing wherever that big fat hound doesn't reside. Still got multiple spells left. So an AZ Wildcat portion, you know, we don't take things with us. He just goes ahead and drops them on that P.E.K.K.A. Why take spells you don't need into your next attack? Gets that 3-star. Good job all around, Bond. So we had another Dusky. I want to give him just a huge shout out and a big thanks coming in, streaming, joining the war, hitting the 6-pack, going witches, even against all these anti-witch bases. Gets a nice spread, a nice draw in. It's got the hound CC, rages, jumps, gets through the base, and eats it up. And you know what witches do. They eat up bases. So no need to really sit a while on it. Just want to give him a huge shout out and say thanks for coming in and streaming for us. Always a pleasure. Make sure you're following Dusky on Twitch. That is Dusky on Twitch. You can check him out in the Minor League Discord. Check him out on Twitter. And definitely give him a follow on Twitch. Great guy. And here comes Hushar, the planner of all these multi-attacks, and cleaning up my failed queen pop with a queen pop, coming in on a max base in league play. For all the haters who say queen pop will never live against league bases, they won't ever live against a max base, you can't bring that cast. He brought it and he did it beautifully. So where I went wrong, got my nerves dropped, killed off the CC over here, and then I started sending in troops and I go, crap, forgot to kill off one of the air defenses. Wanted to kill off that one. I shot that one instead in a panic mode. So everything went downhill from there. He brings it in calm. He does it easy. He makes a lot of good Town Hall 9 plan attacks. You've seen him in many videos. Brings the hound across the face of the defense, the next hound across the face, and the next hound across the face. Uses his heroes to kill off that outside enemy. Rages in his loons. Brings the next hound, more loons, great separation. Even has traps set to air. It doesn't matter because the power of air is evident on every hit. Still 3 hounds left, 2 hounds left. Loons coming across for the rest of the base. Next hound's about to pop, and another hound still left over, so he didn't get that full pop yet. Not really enough power to take off that last hound, but there's pups already cleaning up. He brings the all MVP gobs. For everyone who tells me gobs aren't worth their troop space, they do some great cleanup. They're fast and a lot of outside collectors, so they do work, and that is an easy 3-star on the queen pop at a max base. It does hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Good attack, my man. Let's check out a few more. LFC, one guy that does so much for this clan. Can't talk enough about him. Been administrating a lot of this league. Kind of talked us into league play. A lot of guys promoting it and getting us up there. And really backbone one of the backbones of our clan for getting us into the league and keeping the team going. And huge thanks to him. But always coming with something fresh. High hit ratio, this guy. So he's doing a nice queen walk with witches and hogs. You know, it's these outside random attacks that just work, guys. When you're playing around the base and just, you know, go with what will work on the base, you see these awesome attacks. So coming in, he brings the queen walks, cleaning out the outside. It gets the queen, it gets the CC, and now he's coming in with the golem and witches and bowlers meeting his queen to gut that center, bringing the double jump. So imagine this is kind of like a triple golem, a stone golem rage, but the witches are throwing up the defense instead of the golems. And that's just pure gut in the base, using all the spells with 12 hogs in the mix. And really, the hogs are kind of just icing on the cake on this attack. You know, his troops getting in the center, the hogs taking a couple of those outside Teslas. I'm not quite too sure if they need it on the Teslas. He could have just brought the hogs for cleanup for later. But great attack for LFC. Great guy. Really, like I said, kind of the backbone. A guy that does so much for this clan and plans a lot of these good outside original attacks. Just beautiful. Witches, if you guys don't remember the old days using witches as just your kill squad on an old style go wee wee, hollow wee wee attack, witches are good up the gut. So if you use them on your kill squad, good things can happen, as we see here. Just good attack all around. Big shout out. So as we take a look at this last attack, just because I planned this one out too, but we see a nice base with these corner X-bows, some circles, a couple different mortars here. You know, my plan was bring some golems in and wall break there. You know, clans are going to set bombs, so bring a wall breaker, wait, and wall break in again. You know, Mr. X, good base, but you got to know it's coming. So plan I drew up and then jump in the middle. Why I came or decide come from the north and not the south is less high HP buildings there. You bring the triple heal because I like it the most, and I wanted hogs to travel along that entire portion, and you got to know there's going to be a bomb there. I want hogs early in here to set off a probable bomb there, or a probable bomb there, a probable bomb there. And that's what you got to expect out of these outside clans defending against witch attacks. So he does it right. He brings the wall breakers on the right time. So 2 hogs to take out that mortar, just like I drew it up. And then set off any bomb on the outside. And what do you know? And then you just... that also keeps the golem from doing a long travel. So dual purpose on that, and brings the golem right there on the side of the base, and next golem on the side of the base. And then you can wall break, send 1 wall breaker, wait for all those bombs to blow up, and then send your next wall breakers. Yep, we knew those bombs would be there, right? You just got to know. You have to know. And what I've realized over league play is always plan worst case scenarios. You think you need 3 wall breakers? Bring 7. It doesn't matter, because spending that extra 8 troop space is better than having your entire attack wasted because you didn't break through a wall. It's just better. And that's why a lot of people just stopped using wall breakers. But I'd rather spend 8 troops than 1 spell. Just more important than me. Or for me. And also get into the gut of the base. His troops get to the gut and they do some tanking and they clean out some of that splash. And that's very important. So you'll see the 3-star go down. Uses the heals in the right spots even after hitting some trouble. And he does it nicely. So good job, Lokes. Great plan, CNB. But a great season, and I want to give another shout out, you know, to the minor league. Thanks for having us here, guys. Like I said, check them out if you haven't, if you've been thinking of getting in plans. And thank you, WarBears, for the good war, the excellent bases. By far tested our skill more than anything I've ever seen. Great opponents. This war could have gone literally one way or another down to the last minute. Respectable opponents and very, very competitive. But the giant respect I see in this league of everyone congratulating each other, everyone giving a good game, good luck. You know, that's what this game's meant to be, guys. This is just a game. And thanks for all the people that have helped Cats get there. Tony, WC, Vet, LFC, Mitch Mitchell. I mean, everyone involved in this. Lokes, you know, some of our Town Hall 11 big hitters. Torres coming huge at the end. Matt for helping us out in some games. Like I said, if you guys haven't followed those streamers, definitely hit them up. Check them out on Twitch. And if you're looking for a team, AZ Wildcats is always recruiting. AZ Wildcats 2.0 is our feeder clan. That's where we recruit from. We are already signed up for next season. Pup took the season. There's the war breakdown. There you go. Pup took over for us. So Joyless Pup, thanks for that. LFC, thanks for the great season. I will definitely give you guys a recap of the final championships and also probably be streaming. I'm coming out of retirement one time only. So make sure you guys are following me on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch for that stream. So much appreciation. As always, ask questions if you got them. And I'll check you guys out next time.